Sunday, August 29, 2021. This is Rick with the Mercedes Diesel Guy channel, and this is my project, a 2005 Toyota Sienna. In the last video, I started cleaning the interior, and I did not make a lot of headway. I started late on a Sunday, and I'm kind of starting late on Sunday again, so I'm not getting much time out here. I'm going to continue on with what I was doing. I'm going to very briefly once again show you the tools I was using and a couple of new ones I picked up this week. Okay, so this is where I was working last week, the front passenger seat and the front passenger carpet area here. Now, I did get the seat much cleaner than it was before, and it still has a couple of spots that maybe I could do a little more work on. I'm going to try to do a bit of that. The carpet here, I did not get a lot of time to work on it, but it's also proving to be a bit more stubborn. I'm really not too surprised there, so let me show you what I've got to work with. Okay, first off, this is my Bissell Steam Shot steam cleaner. It's brand new to me. I only first used it last week, and I'm not sure it's making too much of a difference. Now, the intent here was to use the steam maybe to loosen up some of the more stubborn stains in the car. And I'm not sure it's making much of a difference. I'm going to keep it on hand. If nothing else, I can use this for disinfecting hard surfaces and disinfecting stuff around the house. So I'm sure it's going to be useful long term. Next is my Hoover Spotless carpet and upholstery cleaner. Now this is a wet extractor, basically. I actually did find this to work rather well. Now, I think I said in the beginning of the last video this does some agitation. It really doesn't. I mean, there's a rubber scrub brush just built in here, but there's no active agitation. So however, this really was pulling a lot of dirt out, so this I'm actually quite impressed with. I'm going to keep using it. Next, and this stuff is new to me, this is called Folex. It's a carpet and upholstery stain remover, and it says carpet spot remover, and it even says here excellent for upholstery. This has been doing a pretty good job. Basically, I've been spraying this on, agitating with a scrub brush, and then using the wet extractor to remove the solution and the dirt. Okay, here's something new I'm going to try for the first time today. This is something I just bought. It's not even out of the package yet. These are drill brushes. Basically, these go into the end of my drill, and the drill will spin the brushes. I've seen videos of professional detailers using these on carpets and upholstery, and I got the ones with the white bristles here, which according to where I bought them from, it says that the white bristles are for carpets and upholstery. So I'm thinking that in addition to the Folex and whatever other cleaners I'm going to use, that's going to help. I have two other things that I don't have handy but are kind of self-explanatory. I have a manual scrub brush, which I was using last week a little bit. I might not need it this week with the drill brushes. I'll see how that goes. Also, I have a spray bottle that I'm going to fill up with hot water, so I don't have to rely just on the wet extractor. I can just manually spray hot water where I need it. And last but not least, I'm going to try a few more different chemicals, especially on this carpet. First off, I've got Resolve Carpet Cleaner. I'm going to see if that makes much of a difference. And also on the stubborn stains, I'm going to try a variety of other detergents. I have Dawn Dish Liquid. I got some Tide Laundry Detergent. And I have some of this stuff. It's basically off-brand OxyClean. I got this at Dollar Tree. I'm going to try this. Basically, I'm going to try each of these on a little spot up front here and see, which one works the best. And I'm really not concerned about any residue or anything in here because I have the wet extractor, so I'll be able to vacuum out whatever I put in here. So I am going to get the tools set up with hot water, and then I'm going to get to work. Okay, so I think the first thing I want to try here is maybe the laundry detergent. So I've got that here, and I've got my spray bottle full of hot water. So I'm going to spray some of that on here first. Gonna pour a little of this on. Then I'm gonna get the drill brush set up. Alright, let's see how this goes. Probably stand to use a little more water. And I'm going to try the wet extractor on that spot and see what happens. Okay, so far it's hard for me to tell exactly how much difference this has made. Let me just quickly take a look at the dirty water tank. And it's pulling out some dirt. Yeah, it doesn't look too much different from the surrounding spots, but it's also still a bit wet, so I'm going to move on here a bit further to the right where I didn't really touch yet. I'm going to try something a little different. I'm going to try maybe the Dawn dish soap and see how that works. Once again, I don't want to start with too much yet. Probably should have put the water on first, but... And then once again, the wet extractor. So I probably should be taking some before and after photos, but I'm not going to bother doing that. So I think it's making a bit of a difference. I mean, it's still pulling dirty water out of there. So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to try the Resolve carpet cleaner, and I'm actually going to work this spot right here by the door sill, which I haven't really done yet. Okay, so that actually seemed to do a pretty good job on this section here. I'm going to move on. I'm going to move a little further into the carpet here. I'm going to try the last thing I have, which is the fake OxyClean from Dollar Tree. And then I'm going to try the Folex again, which I was using last week. So I'm going to move up here, once again, get a section wet, get some of this stuff on, agitate, extract, and go from there. Okay, for this stuff, it says to let it stand for 5 to 10 minutes before agitating and extracting. So I'm going to just let that sit there for a minute. One thing that is promising is that I got the carpet wet and poured some of this stuff on it. And, I mean, this powder is essentially white, and it's already turning a little bit on the brownish side, which suggests to me maybe it is pulling dirt right out of the carpet already. I don't know, maybe that's just the color it turns when it reacts with water. I don't know. So while that's sitting, I'm going to try the Folex a little further over there, see how that goes, and then 5 to 10 minutes later I'll get back here to this spot. And for the Folex here, I'm actually probably not going to be using water right away. I'm just going to be using this stuff straight like I did with the Resolve carpet cleaner, and then just using water to extract it. I'm going to let that sit a moment, and then I'll use the drill brush on it. Okay, once again, it's really hard to say how much of a difference that made. one thing is for certain, I am definitely pulling dirty water out with each one of these chemicals, and probably still would be even without chemicals. So even if I don't get the stains out, I'm definitely getting this cleaner. I'm getting dirt and contaminants and just crud out of the car. So I'm going to let this stuff, the LA is totally awesome. I'm going to let that sit another minute or two. Then I'm going to agitate and extract. And then I will probably give an unfortunately non-conclusive opinion about this stuff and then continue on working. So I just realized that I had the camera off for a little bit, so as not to spray the fake OxyClean everywhere. I actually first agitated it into the carpet with a manual scrub brush, and what ended up happening was most of it just got stuck to the brush, but whatever was left I did get into the carpet, and then I used the drill brush, and now I'm going to wet extract it and see what happens. Okay, so I was hoping just to have that moment where I tried one of these cleaners and it was just an automatic miracle, night and day difference right away, and I could say, this is definitively the product I want to use. Well, that's not happening. Now, like I said, every single one of these cleaners is pulling dirt out of the carpet. Let me just pull off the dirt tank first. So you can see I've got a tank full of dirty liquid here, and it's almost full enough for me to dump it out. I'm going to wait until it hits the automatic shut-off first. So all of these are working, at least to some degree, but there's not one product that is just immediately pulling everything out of the carpet. So I'm going to continue on. Like I said, last week I was impressed with the Folex, and so far I'm pretty impressed with the Resolve carpet cleaner, so I think I'm going to concentrate on using those two. There's a little bit more I want to extract from the seat here. Like I said, there's just a little bit more staining I'm going to try to get out. And really, like I've already demonstrated, there's not going to be just this night and day dramatic difference. I'm definitely getting dirt out. It's going to be clean. However, there's probably going to be a residual staining in the carpets. And you know what? It's a 16-year-old vehicle. That's the sort of thing you're probably just going to have to live with. I am going to live with it. Of course, I'm not a professional detailer. I've said that before. I'm sure a professional detailer could do a lot better job with this. I'm not concerned with it being perfect. I just want it to be as good as I can get it. And so I'm going to continue on, and I will show you where I am at the end of the day. Okay, so this is where I'm going to leave off with this corner of the car, the front passenger side. This really did seem to be by far the worst piece of carpet in the car. I'm really not sure how much is showing up on the video. Right now I've got more sunlight coming in that side. I can definitely still see some brown staining in the car. I'll tell you, in terms of the tools I've used, the absolute best thing has been the wet extractor. I have not used the steam cleaner today. In terms of the chemicals, I would say it's probably a toss-up between the Folex and the Resolve carpet cleaner. Both of those have done a really good job, and I don't know how many tanks of dirty water I've extracted from this section of carpet today. I've really just lost count, and with each one it's gotten better and better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back on my footage from the last couple of weeks, and I'm going to see if I have just a similar shot of this carpet here. So am I going to call it a video at this point? I think so. So this is Rick with the Mercedes Diesel Guy channel. Like I said, I'm going to move over and do some work on the other side, but I'm not going to show you any of that today. So thanks for watching, and we'll pick it up probably next week.